Hi mathematicians, today we are going to be talking about remainders with division. So let's go ahead and get started in order for me to show you what that means. 4 friends equally share 6 granola bars. How many granola bars will each friend get? Okay, don't forget to underline the important facts. 4 friends equally share is important, so equally share 6 granola bars. Oh, looks like everything's important in this number story. I'm gonna just square my important numbers then so that sticks out to me. I went ahead and already drew part of my picture to represent this number story just to save a little bit of time on the video. Okay, so I drew my 4 friends and I drew 6 granola bars. So let's just start giving each person a granola bar until we run out. Let's try that. This one will go to friend 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Now, it looks like I have 2 more granola bars, but I have 4 friends. So how's that going to work? I think that I'm going to need to break apart these granola bars so that each person gets a piece. What if I just broke them in half? If I broke those 2 granola bars in half, how many pieces would I have? Well, let's try it. I'm breaking that one in half. I have 1 piece, 2 pieces. And then I broke this one in half. I have 1 piece and 2 pieces. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Oh, perfect. I have 4 friends. So I can give 1 of those pieces to you. 1 to you. 1 to you. And 1 to you. Okay? So that worked this time. Those last 2 granola bars are actually the remainders, but this time I can break them up into pieces so that the leftovers get used. In some cases, you're not going to be able to use those leftovers. I'm going to show you in the next problem. But we still need to answer this question. It says, how many granola bars will each friend get? Well, I know that they get at least 1 whole piece. Or not 1 whole piece, 1 whole granola bar, and each person gets 1/2 of a granola bar. So 1 whole and 1/2 piece. Or you can write it like this, 1/2. You can write out the words. Okay? So this was an example of where you can split up those remaining pieces or those pieces that are left over. Okay, but what if I was talking about pennies? What if I had 4 friends and I wanted to share 4 pennies? How would that work? Can you break pennies apart? No, you can't break pennies apart. So those 2 extra pennies, would be your remainders. So if you were writing this out, you would need to say that you had 2 pennies left over. Or you can say remainder 2. Okay, when we get to writing out our number models, I will let you put an R instead of writing out the word remainder. You can put R2, and that represents remainder 2. Or you have 2 left that did not fit into a group. Okay? Let's look at this next page. Okay, here's my practice sheet. Yours looks a lot like it. Notice that there's a lot of words on the page and not very much room. So what you can do is you can click on this, it looks like a little page in the top right corner of Notability, and then click these 3 dots right here and click Add a Page. So now I'll have a blank page below where I can do my work. Okay, I would suggest doing that because you guys don't have very much room on yours either. All right. And then to make this sidebar go away, just click that top right page button again. Okay. So it says Jamal gives 24 marbles to 4 friends. Each friend gets the same number of marbles. How many marbles does each friend get? How many marbles are left over? And then it wants us to put a number model too. Okay. First, underline important things. 24 marbles. That's my total, my number that I will be dividing among 4 friends. Each friend gets the same number of marbles. So they're telling me that there needs to be an equal amount for each friend. How many marbles does each friend get? Okay. Well, remember from yesterday, we know that that big number, that total number, is going to be our first number that goes in our number model. And then you're going to put divided by, and then it's divided amongst 4 friends. And we don't know what it equals yet. Okay, so we'll just leave that part blank. I'm going to go down to my next page so I can draw this out. So I need to remember the numbers 24 marbles and 4 friends. Okay, instead of drawing the friends like I did on the last one, I'm just going to draw circles to represent the friends because I'm going to put the marbles inside the circles. Okay, so here's 1 friend, 2 friends, 3 friends, 4 friends. I'm going to use my method of giving each person a marble until I run out of marbles, until I get up to that 24. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Each person has 1 so far. I've used 4. 1, 1, 1, 1. I've used 8. 12. I've used 16 of my marbles so far. Let's see if I give one person each one more, will I be at 24? Oh, I'm only at 20, so I need to give each person 1 more. And then I will have used all 24 of my marbles. Okay, so remember the question is asking how many marbles does each friend get? So if one of the circles represents 1 friend, all I need to do is add up how many marbles are in one of the circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 is going to be our answer that we put on this line. So 6 marbles. Make sure you put that unit or whatever it is that you're talking about. Did we have any marbles left over, or did we get exactly to 24? Yeah, we got exactly to 24, so we don't have any marbles left over. So you would just put 0 marbles. Okay, and then now I can fill in what it equals because I know what the answer is. So put 6 here. Let's do number 3 next, because this one, number 1 gave us a nice answer without a remainder, but I think this number 3 right here is going to give us one with the remainder. So let's try that one. It says a sheet of stamps has 46 stamps. A complete row has 10 stamps. How many complete rows are there? Okay, this is kind of different. So a sheet has 46 stamps. A complete row has 10 stamps. How many complete rows are there? Well, let's see how I could draw this out. A complete row has 10 stamps. Okay, well then let's just go ahead and start making our rows. If we know that 1 row has 10 stamps, well, let's make 1 row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 in that row. I've made 1 row. Okay, well, let's make another one because we're not yet up to 46. And we know that we have 46 in the, I think they said it was a sheet. Yes, a sheet of stamps. Okay, so that's another 10. You can either put a 10 next to it, or you can put 20 if you're counting the total amount. And now I'm kind of seeing a pattern. I'm jumping by tens because each one is 10. So I know I can add at least one more because that'll get me up to 40. What would happen though if I added another row of 10? Well, if I added another row of 10, that would get me up to 50 stamps, and I only have 46. So I can't add any more rows. I know that I still have 6 stamps left though. So those 6 stamps are going to be my remainder, because you can't go and you can't share stamps. Like, you can't rip them apart and use them. They're not usable if you do that. Okay, so I know that those 6 are just going to be my leftovers. All right, let's go back to what the question was asking, because I kind of forget. How many complete rows are there? Okay, so we have 1 complete row, 2 complete rows, 3 complete rows, 4 complete rows. This last one doesn't count because it's not a complete row. So we have 4 complete rows. That's going to be our answer. 4 complete rows. How many stamps are left over? Well, I think we said that there was six, right? Yep. 6 stamps. Okay, now for our number model, we are still going to use that first big number, the total number, as our first one. 46 divided by, we divided it into rows of 10, so divided by 10 equals, and now on this part, you want to put how many complete rows there were. We know that there were 4, but you also need to write in what the remainder was. You can't just forget about those 6 stamps that were left over. So you would put 4 complete rows, remainder 6. You could also put, you can also write out remainder, but you do not need to do that. But that's what the R stands for, is remainder, or leftover items. Okay, let's look at what you guys are doing today. Okay, you guys are doing 3 problems where some of them are going to have a remainder, some of them are not. Make sure you draw your picture. Don't forget to make an extra page below so that you can draw your pictures to go along with your number stories. And then don't forget in your number model to put the equals remainder if there was a remainder. And if there wasn't a remainder, don't